Hi Internet! So in this video, I'm gonna be doing something a little different. I'm making a vision board. I have a list of things that I want to draw, and I want them to speak for themselves. So I don't want to put any words or numbers in my vision board. I usually do metrics. So like, for example, do laundry 3 times a week, lose 5 pounds, things like that. But I don't want that for this vision board. I want it to be kind of abstract. And I'm gonna be drawing my own little icons that symbolize each goal for me. So yeah, there may or may not be talking throughout this video. And I'm gonna do something kind of old-fashioned. I have markers. I'm sorry, crayons. I picked this up from the Dollar Tree. There's something about wax. And in the last year, I've played a lot with wax, so I thought it only made sense for me to make this vision board with Crayola crayons. These were also from the Dollar Tree, as well as a silicone pad. I actually use this to keep my crayons from rolling around. All right, so I'm gonna get started. For my first goal, I'm going to put, I'm going to make some drawings of clothing. So one of my goals for this year is to wear more Adidas clothing. I'm gonna do my best. And I could add the Adidas word, but I'm not going to, because I'm really trying not to have any words or numbers. I don't want it to be too visually busy, and my brain tends to spend a lot of time reading things. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I have some black markers, black crayons here somewhere. Okay, this is the glitter version. If my camera wants to focus. Come on, focus. Focus! I don't know if that's focusing. I'm still learning how to use this camera. There we go. I figured it out. Yay. Awesome. Okay, so let's try and color this in. I don't want too many dark colors in my vision board. And I'm also thinking of attaching these images using washi tape, because I have a feeling I'm gonna want to switch out my goals, or maybe add more goals. So I would need to like shuffle them around to make space for new goals. So I want this to be like a dynamic vision board. I was actually going to make it magnetic, like buy one of those whiteboards that are magnetic, and make the images magnetic. But I'm like, that's so much work. Washi tape will accomplish the same thing. So, yeah. And one thing I've learned about crayons is that you don't want to be too heavy-handed because, well, A, it'll break the crayon, but also it's more work, right? So like I was able to cover a lot of surface area here just by doing this really lightly. Because if I were to go too dark on one spot, it'll look imbalanced. Okay, so that's my first image. Let's see. I have something else. Ooh. With this image, I also want to add some stars, or I'm sorry, snowflakes. All right, I think I'm gonna need this again, so I'm gonna put it to the side. Now, how am I gonna draw a snowflake? Because the way I know how to do it is it's like this. But that's how I draw snowflakes. And I'm gonna color in those little, oh, this is Glitter Sky Blue from the Neon collection, or the Neon Crayola box. Again, you can get these from the dollar store. Don't spend an arm and a leg if you're gonna do this. I don't know who's actually watching this. I don't know who's actually watching this video, or if anyone is actually gonna watch it, because I feel like my drawing videos don't get a lot of attention. Most of my videos don't get a lot of attention, but if there is a human soul watching this and you're interested in getting back into basics, crayons, highly recommend Dollar Tree. I was able to get so many variations. I was able to get glitter, swirl, skin tone. Unfortunately, the skin tone is by a different company called Jot. Not the best quality. Their office supplies are awesome, but their crayons could use some work. So, would not recommend getting crayons from this brand. Crayola does have skin tone crayons, I believe, but Dollar Tree just didn't carry them, so it is what it is. All right, let's move this up. I want to draw eyebrows, so I tend to forget to get them groomed, and next thing I know, I have a unibrow. And there's nothing wrong with unibrow, it's not for me. So I prefer not to have a unibrow, it's just not my style. Let's actually draw it next to the shirt here. So this is the shape I typically like to have for eyebrows. Just like very basic. Yeah. Okay, let's get some brown. I think this is the skin tone. It doesn't have the color, but you can see that it's dark. So I'm just gonna use that to color in the eyebrows. Yeah, I really like this. This is nice. I think my eyebrows are this color too. So that's awesome. I feel like with this one I can go a little bit darker here. I also like having like an ombre effect with my brows. So like having a dark wing or a dark tip, whatever. But yeah, I like to have them short with a very slight arch. So yeah, just try to keep them groomed for 2025. Let's see, what else is on my list? I want to comb my hair more often. I want to be able to take my time with it. I notice that I often rush the process of brushing my hair, and I want to take my time with that. So let's see if I remember how a brush looks. I'm gonna try to make it three-dimensional, and create those bristles. I'm gonna do pink for this one. Let's see. Oh, I actually don't think I have pink. I wish I had certain colors of crayons. I think it would be cool to have different shades of pink, because I feel like I use pink a lot in my crafting or like scrapbooking. Oh my gosh, this is so satisfying. Look how much ground I just covered. And I love that pebble effect that crayons have. Let me see if I could zoom into that. You see that, right? It's like kind of spotty. I feel like there is no other medium that gives that same effect. It's kind of cool. Maybe I should keep it zoomed in. That's a little much. Okay, cool. So yay! I did it. I feel like this should be a different color. Yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, go in with black. It is what it is. Yeah, that did not come out the way I wanted it to. I feel like I'm going over the bristles. So what I'm gonna do is try to fix that with the color red. I don't think I shared some of the colors of the other crayons, sorry. This is glitter. What is this? Crimson Clash. There is one that looks so much like this, but it has a unique name. Let me see if I can pull it up. It is such a pretty freaking color. Let me see if I can find it. I was doing a coloring book and I fell in love with this particular shade of red, and I really want to talk about it. Red, where are you? Give me red. Is it this one? No. Whoa, this looks cool. Okay, focus, stay focused. Where is that pretty red color? Yeah, I don't know where it is. If I see it, I will pull it up. But it is like the most beautiful, vibrant, like red. Like it kind of reminds me of race cars. I don't know why, but it reminds me of race cars. Anyway, so let me just fix these bristles up a bit because I'm not really happy with what I did there with the black crayon. So I'm just gonna try to add some dimension here. But yeah, okay, that's my brush. Okay, next item. Oh, this is easy. I want to drink more green tea in the morning. I usually drink peppermint tea, but I feel like green tea would be better. Like peppermint has the same effect as chamomile on my system. Like it kind of makes me tired. But the reason I drink peppermint in the morning is because I feel like it's good for my gut, but so is green tea. So I want to do more green tea. Let me see if I can remember what a, okay, cool. I'm gonna zoom out because I don't know how big I'm gonna make this. But green tea is more likely to keep me awake because it has caffeine, right? I'm really trying not to use any words here. So let me just draw a leaf and be done with it. That's the green tea. The green tea packet. Okay, so let's look for green. This is Neon Glitter Screaming Green. I love the neon color names. They're so fun. Very glittery. So I'm just going to use that to color in this little leaf. I think that's super pretty. And I'm also going to use a different color for... Actually, I'm going to use a different color for the packet. Okay. I have this metallic color, Robot Canary. Whoa. So this is metallic. But to be honest, it just comes off as glittery or like shimmery to me. I mean, metal tends to shimmer, right? So I'm going to just give it that like off yellow color. To the whole packet. And then, yeah, just really subtle. I also feel like this needs a color too. I have a white here. This is Swirl. Swirl would actually be perfect. It's multicolored. This is called Summer Sleepover. How pretty! The name is pretty. The color, I don't know. It's usually like spinning a lottery wheel with the swirl colors. Some of them aren't really my style because you don't know what color is gonna come out in the center. Okay, cool. That was a really cool focusing. Good job, camera. Okay, so I want to paint or color this part in. You see, it's coming off as brown. Ugh. Yeah, yeah, the swirl box isn't really my favorite, but it is what it is. This reminds me of green tea, this color here. Campfire Jamboree. Yeah, I just want to give it some... There we go. All right, so green tea. Okay, cool. I want to learn how to better edit my videos. How can I put that in an image? Editing on a computer, right? Because I usually do it on my phone. So I'm gonna be drawing my monitor. I'm gonna zoom out just a tad. Because editing is like my favorite part of making videos. Or like part of this YouTube hobby I have going. Just being kind of random with the keys. I want to have fun with it. I actually have a white keyboard. There's an easier way to draw a keyboard. It's just literally grid lines. Okay, so this is my computer. And I guess I can... try to imagine what that software looks like without adding any words. Because I think I know what the software looks like. Oh my god, this looks like a heartbeat monitor. What is it called? EKG? I don't know. I want a picture of my cat. And me with a little top bun. Close my marker. I try to close my marker when I'm not using it. Or put the cap back on when I'm not using it so it doesn't dry out. I try to take good care of my stationery, almost to a fault. Because then I'm like underusing it because I don't want to damage it. And this goes for like almost every category in my life, including clothes. That's why Adidas is one of like, or wearing Adidas clothes is one of my vision board goals, or goals for 2025 that happen to be on my vision board. It's because my Adidas clothing is more expensive than the other casual wear I have in my closet, and it's like really good quality, the stuff I have, but I'm so worried about using it like to its extent. Like I use it for leisure, not like athletic activities, which I think is so messed up. So yeah, I underuse my favorite clothing when it should be the opposite. But I think there's a part of me that's like historically, when I like something a lot, I wear it so much that it starts to have like wear and tear. Like it starts to actually show wear and tear, holes, rips, like just stretching of clothes, like things get snagged. Like you can tell that something is well loved. And then by the time I look for its replacement, because it's beyond repair at that point, by the time I look for its replacement, it's out of style. And the whatever's currently on the market isn't the same, right? Like the attributes aren't the same, the cut is different, the fabric material is different. It just the cut is everything is different. And that's why I underuse my favorite clothing, or I have been doing that for the past like couple years, because I don't want this to be a rant about the quality of clothes in today's time, but it's just kind of frustrating to have limited options that are made of high quality items. But that's just been my experience. I just feel like clothes are not made the same anymore, and it makes me kind of sad. I want to do laundry at least once a week. I have been slipping, and I think it's because we just have so many clothes that it just piles up. And I have to remind myself, like, hey, the reason I have so many clothes is because I like to have options when it comes to clothes. I don't have nearly as much as the average American, but I still have a lot in my eyes. And I feel like because I have so many clothes in my eyes, I will just chuck things into the hamper after like a couple uses. I mean, depending on what it's used for, but typically 2 to 3 wears for like a cute pair of leggings or something. But I just chuck things in for like weeks at a time because I have enough clothes. But there's a reason why I have so many clothes, and it's because I like to have options depending on how I'm feeling that day or whatever. But it shouldn't mean that the hamper needs to just grow and grow and grow. Because it actually creates clutter in other places, right? Like it's almost like my wardrobe's not cluttered, but if it was, it's like saying the clutter has moved from my wardrobe to other areas of my home. That's not cool. Having clothes in different piles is just around the apartment is just not ideal for me. It looks bad, it stresses me out. So I'm hoping to just get in the habit of like getting rid of laundry. Like, okay, I'm just gonna get this over with. The color of the laundry machine, I feel like it can use a gray. And I also want to maybe switch out my laundry detergent. Such a subtle thing. This is such a funny looking detergent bottle, but it is what it is. But the one I'm currently using is not the best. Like, it's kind of expensive for what it offers. It's one of those like concentrated ones. This is Glitter Sun Glow, and it is super shimmery. If the camera can even focus on that. Yes, the camera can focus. Thank you, camera. You're seeing that, right? Oh my God. I am such a color fiend. That is so, so beautiful. So this is neon, but it's called Glitter Sun Glow. So I've noticed that with the glitter, neon, and metallic Crayola boxes, a lot of them just are very glitterful. So I'm gonna use this color to fill in the top. And I kind of want to get back into using Tide. This is Scarlet. So this is like the standard Crayola, part of the standard Crayola box. I want to go back to using Tide because I feel like it's more affordable. And it's easy to get. So like when I need a replacement right now, currently with my current concentrated detergent, I have to go to a specific store to get it. Not the biggest fan of that. I want a dark blue. So we're gonna do, oh my gosh, I wish I could pronounce that word. Cerulean. Cerulean? And I don't like that. And there's a part of me that thinks, okay, because I'm trying to be such a perfectionist when it comes to laundry, it's taking me too long. Like, it's almost like, oh, if I can't do it a certain way, then I'm not going to do laundry at all. And I've noticed that always having to like bleach the whites, or like feeling like I have to always bleach certain clothing, means I have to use more machines, which means there's different time intervals of like laundry to do, and it's just it doesn't fit well into my day to it doesn't fit well into my day to manage multiple machines, pay for multiple machines, and also be careful not to mix colors. I know it sounds maybe too low maintenance for some people, but I'm tired of using bleach. I'm tired of wanting the whites to be perfect. The towels, the clothes, loungewear, whatever. I'm just tired of using bleach, and I kind of want to return to basics. Now, I was thinking maybe I could have like one day a month where I just bleach all of the white towels, and like anything that needs to be bleached, I just bleach everything in one day instead of like bringing down multiple bags of laundry. So yeah, I want to be a little bit more low maintenance, because I think that trying to make things perfect is just too stressful for me. It's really stressful. I'm looking for gray. I don't think I have gray. I don't think I've ever seen a gray crayon. I do have a skin tone. It's not gray. It's like a maybe dark olive color. But this is the closest I could find, and I wish I had the color for this. That's another thing about the Jot brand, is that it doesn't, yeah, that's not perfect, but it is what it is. There aren't any names on the crayons. And also the Jot is not as pigmented, and there's a lot of, I don't know what you call that, like dust, wax dust. You see that, right? And I've broken a bunch of these too. Like, they're really sensitive. The wax just crumbles. Not fun. But I really wanted skin tone markers, and I thought that was also a great way to get like neutrals, or like different levels of neutrals. Okay, so this is all I have for my vision board. I don't think I'm going to want to do anything else for now. That was really fun. If there is a soul watching this, I'll see you next time. Take care.